people in this room. I am so overwhelmed by the support and everybody being here tonight. It feels so surreal that today is here. If those of you in the back that are still talking, can you step out of the room, please, if you'd like to finish your conversation? Thank you. So I want to thank everyone for such a warm welcome. I'm so honored to be here this evening as we launch the NAHREP La Jolla chapter. What has been highly anticipated event is finally here, and it delights me to see so many of you supporting our new chapter. This event could not have happened without your support and encouragement as we officially launch. So thank you again for being here this evening. I also want to acknowledge and thank my incredible board members who have so generously offered their time to serve on NAHREP La Jolla 2017 board with me. I could not have been able to do 2017 without you guys, so thank you again for being here this evening and offering your time. You each bring so much value, not only to the community, but also to the NAHREP organization. I am so honored and privileged to be here with you. Everybody asks, how did you get involved with NAHREP? How did you end up here? Well, I remember the first time I heard about NAHREP. I was having a green smoothie with Oscar, our former North County chapter president, and we were discussing business goals and what I was doing to currently grow my business. As we were masterminding, I mentioned how I wanted to get involved with a community organization, but didn't know which one was going to be a good fit for me or worth my time. He immediately told me about NAHREP and how I needed to get involved as soon as possible. He mentioned the possibilities were endless, a place where my Rolodex would increase with powerful hitters and movers and shakers, a place where I can continue my journey to building wealth. Well, fast forward a few months later, I was in Washington, D.C., attending the National Housing Policy Conference with our North County sister chapter, and quickly saw the opportunities for my business Oscar was talking about. I soon got heavily involved and realized it was more than I could ever imagine. I met with people with the same vision as mine, but I also met with people who were doing bigger things than me. And when there are people doing bigger things than me, I naturally gravitate towards them. I want to do what they're doing. You see, it's important to spend time with those doing more than you. They say that you will become similar to the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely whom you spend your time with. NAHREP is comprised of many facets and visions. From the mission statement to the Wealth Project. The Wealth Project resonates the most with me. I, as of most of you, am in search of a better quality of life. But it doesn't stop there. I don't want to simply make a living. My desire is to build wealth. Take a look at each NAHREP 10 principle and challenge yourself to implement accordingly in your life. Rest assured, the next level of achievement will be much more lucid. If you've joined NAHREP La Jolla already, you are well on your way to business growth and enlightenment. Our chapter is about an exceptional experience all year long. Not only will you hear from influential speakers in our market about best practices, you will have an opportunity to meet with every level realtor in the incredible La Jolla estates and developments we have planned for 2017. And tonight, we have a handful of our big hitters from La Jolla here with us, so thank you for coming and supporting the vision. So we're gonna get a little personal here. A lot of people have asked me, what's your story? Where'd you come from? How did you appear? So I'm gonna go back in time for a little bit. So, well, I don't really have a story, but I've had the most incredible journey of my life that has consisted of difficult decisions, courage, risk, motivation, drive, and a need to succeed, personally and professionally. It's in my blood. I am a mom, I am a daughter, a sister, a businesswoman, and a friend to many. I am a daughter born to the most incredible woman who happens to be my inspiration in life. My mom came to the U.S. from Guadalajara, Mexico, when she was 12 years old and was a teen bride a few years later. She taught me hard work, integrity, humility, and generosity. These lessons being taught by my mother, all while she was learning how to be a true American and learning the English language. Neither she nor my siblings and I will ever forget where and what we came from. A childhood memory that has forever inspired me was none other than watching my mother receive her college diploma in business from Fresno State. Watching her stay up late, studying for finals, and working jobs in between, while my siblings and I would fall asleep on her lap, because after all, we were all in this together. When asked what made her choose business, more specifically accounting, she would tell you that numbers are a universal language. Assimilating in the U.S. was a challenge that she graciously accomplished. A few years later, after entering the workforce, she made the difficult decision of becoming an entrepreneur. This was no easy feat for a woman with the responsibility of 3 teenagers and a toddler. Needless to say, as with all other difficulties she has faced, she gave all of herself and has successfully opened 3 office locations that serve upward 10,000 clients a year. My mother is a pillar in her community, known for her knowledge, as well as her humility and charitable spirit. As of late, she has began dabbling in commercial real estate, making it her newly found passion. For these reasons, she has been the biggest inspiration of my life. Not only do I adore this woman for putting up with me as a child, I have the utmost respect for her for being an incredible example for my siblings and I. She has certainly set the bar high, and because of her, I know all can be achieved with dedication and hard work. No matter the time or occasion, I always count on the support of my #1 cheerleader. I am so blessed that she happens to be here tonight, supporting me once again in all my initiatives. So thank you, Mom, for being the biggest inspiration of my life. Besides being a daughter, I am a mom, and I have been since the age of 18. Motherhood has taught me one of the strongest virtues I possess today, patience. And as we all know, we need a lot of that in our industry. As a young single mom, I experienced many difficult lessons early on in my life. Relentless hard work, regardless of less than ideal circumstances, has gotten me to where I am today. In retrospect, what seemed like a crutch at the time, I now recognize that in fact it was a blessing in disguise. It was 10 years ago, when my daughter was but 2 years old, I decided to leave my hometown of Fresno and venture on my own excursion. Destination, San Diego. I knew if I wanted to build wealth and become successful, it was going to require I step out of my comfort zone. I had to establish myself personally and professionally elsewhere. I didn't know anyone in San Diego and had only been here once or twice in my life, but there was no doubt this is where I needed to be. I sold my largest investment at the time, my Fresno home that I had bought at the age of 19 years old. With the small profits I made, I rented a U-Haul and packed my bags. With our bags packed, I latched my daughter's car seat next to me in the U-Haul, and off we went down the 99 to the 5 onto her new adventure, and haven't looked back since then. And tonight, my daughter is here supporting me on my journey once again. So thank you, baby, for being here tonight. With a background in banking and mortgage, my decision to move to San Diego left me unemployed. Nonetheless, I took a leap of faith. I researched positions and set up numerous interviews with prospective employers. I was blessed to secure an ideal job in La Jolla, working as a finance specialist in the accounting department. With an office on the penthouse suite, every morning I was motivated and inspired by the quintessential view of La Jolla Cove. So moved by La Jolla and its beauty, I knew this was where I was going to establish myself and continue my journey to success and wealth. I enrolled at UCSD, taking evening courses to later obtain a certification in finance. My job was comprised of many excitements: traveling, securing large accounts, and the fundamentals of building business relationships. However, I once again made another difficult decision. I I began studying for my real estate and left the security of my job shortly after obtaining it. With a great deal of planning and preparation, I was ready to sell the dream of real estate. Many tried to deter me away from the fluctuating real estate market and warned me of the difficulties in being self-employed. And although I appreciated the concern, I knew in my heart, real estate is where I belonged. If I was going to do this, I was going to invest all of myself to real estate, and I was going to do it full time, and I was going to do it right. This was another milestone in my life. I finally had found my passion. And as the wise Confucius once said, choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. So here I am, not working, but rather striving and excelling to establish my wealth and pursue my goals doing something I absolutely enthusiastic about. What a dream. I hope that my story has inspired some of you, if not all of you. Even in the most seemingly bleak circumstances, anything you strive to accomplish is possible. If a small town girl whose second language was English and who was raised by a single mother and it became a teen mom herself and still broke barriers despite the odds, there's no way you can't get to the next level of your business. Step out of your comfort zones and network with individuals you are normally afraid to interact with, or enter a market that was previously too intimidating to touch. Look around you. We have a room full of big hitters, movers, and shakers. Get to know one another. Make that unfamiliar face a familiar one. Surround yourself with quality individuals. Seek a mentor. Strategically position yourself somewhere where you can build wealth. Above all, always strive to continue learning and growing professionally, regardless of where you are with your business. Whether you're a seasoned agent or someone who has just received their license, there is always room for improvement in our industry. I am by no means finished with my journey and have much to do. Nonetheless, tonight marks the inception of our chapter, one that is here for you and to service your business needs. That is what NAHREP La Jolla is about, here to help you and grow your business and build wealth. So thank you once again for being here this evening. I am so honored to be your NAHREP 2017 La Jolla Chapter President. So, thank you. Without further ado, let's make it official and cut this red ribbon that we have somewhere laying around here that we wanted to make it. It's underneath here, okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.